Welcome to an analysis of the McIlvaine OEM networking directory. And this is a service with 30,000 people at 15,000 companies around the world. And these are companies that manufacture products or services or consulting for air, water, energy, and contamination control related end users. So we have a separate end user directory with the people at these other plants that actually use the services. But this will provide you with contacts at all the companies that supply the product, services, and consulting. And you can access it in a number of different ways. Here's a way to access by company name. So you can just click on any, put in any company such as Alstom here and view it in that way. And you see we have people at Alstom all over the world. You can go to Alstom France, and there are 13 people there. You can go to 48 people in Tennessee. And as you see, as you scroll down here, we have contacts with their emails and the phone numbers, mobile as well as other phone numbers, and their titles. And we also have information about where they might have been most recently in terms of types of conferences that they've attended. So it's pretty extensive, as you can see. You can go in if you wanted to see just the company by a particular service. So if you're interested, for instance, in fabric filters, you can go to just companies that are involved one way or another in fabric filters. And of course, American Air Filter obviously would be one of the bigger companies, and you can see 16 people in Kentucky at American Air Filter, and there are people, of course, in a number of the other facilities around the world. Give you an idea how big these things are. This is just fabric filters, but this is just the A section of the fabric filters. By the way, we do have the filter media people in here too, as you can see. So there would be Alstrom people at a lot of places. And as you can also see, we get the small companies as well as the big companies. Here's a company like Air Cure, which would be a relatively small manufacturer of fabric filters, and they are listed as well. So we have companies, of course, all over the world too. Here, Norway, Australia, China, and so it is worldwide. But again, this is just those companies in the A section that are involved in fabric filters. So you can go in by service. Let's just go in by, you can also check by individual products within fabric filters. So you could just go to cages, for instance, and see people who make cages. So that's another way to go at it. And we'll get back out of that fabric filter portion of it. Another very useful way to access the thing is by name. If you know that Doug Johnson or somebody like that has moved and you want to find out where he is now, you can go in and look for Doug Johnson down here. I just typed in Johnson, and here's Dave. There is a Douglas Johnson. He's now at Emerson Process Systems. So this is a quick way to track down people that have moved somewhere and you still want to maintain contact with them. The other way to go into it is to search by state. So this is very important for your salespeople. If they have some extra time and they're going to be in Michigan or Kentucky and they're saying tomorrow maybe I'll see who else might be in this area. Oh yeah, here is Bulky Dur and their Kentucky facilities, or Bomco Filter, or BWF. BWF has actually their American offices are right there. So if there's some reason to be contacting BWF and you got some extra time, and you're in Kentucky anyway, you can give these people a buzz and set something up with Larry Brown, who handles OEM project sales. So having this information displayed by a particular state is useful, and you can see that within Kentucky there's quite a few different OEMs and service suppliers. And this does include people who are making monitoring equipment, and includes the people making consumables such as activated carbon or water treatment chemicals, et cetera, as well. And you can actually go in accessing by products too. And the other way to go in is you can go in by zip code order, then you can search by country. And so you can actually go to a specific country like China and look at the people that are in the Chinese companies. Another important thing that we have done, and let's just go down here a little ways, is that you notice with a lot of the Chinese companies, when you get, for instance, to Golden Rainbow or Guodian, Long Yuan, for instance. Now, this is a big supplier of air pollution control equipment, but they're difficult to find because the city name always has to be by law attached, Chinese law attached to the front of the name, so it's very confusing. Also, once these names are written in Chinese and going back and forth between Chinese and English, there's a lot of confusion. So we have another system that's on a free site where every one of these companies is assigned one corporate number, and the same goes for companies in any language. So any of the subsidiaries and so forth would all have the same corporate number, no matter how they're spelled in Chinese or English or so forth. You're always able to identify them by corporate number. So that's another big jump forward. But we do have, as you say, you can see here, quite a few different companies in China. We're making a big effort to learn everything we can and serve that Chinese market the way we do the markets elsewhere in the world. So you'll see we're still in China, and some of them, of course, a lot of them would be U.S. companies there. A lot of them are Chinese companies, and, of course, also European companies with offices and manufacturing in China. So I'll just scroll down all the way to the end here. You get a feeling of what is there. And, again, this is being updated on a daily basis, so we're adding to the Chinese part of the database possibly faster than some of the others. And you can go in and, again, even search by country and service. So you can look for just FGD or just valves or whatever in any particular country. So, we can go to, let's say we can go to China and we can go to valves. And let's see here, we'll just look for, well, here's pumps. We'll just go to pumps and click on pumps. And this would, so you can look here to see all the companies or to further search by products. So these would be pump companies in China that are displayed in the system. And again, you can go to these and you get contacts at the place as well. So the system allows you to get this kind of detail, and as you can see, just with pump companies in China, there's very large numbers of them, and they are rapidly becoming internationalized. So this is an overview of the information that's in the OEM networking directory. You can see how it's going to be very useful to your sales people and even for your purchasing people to find out where components are available or materials. So we thank you for spending the time to learn a little bit more about the OEM networking directory this morning. And this is Bob McIlvaine signing off. And you can get a hold of me at 847-784-0012, extension 112. Thank you.